economist and political analyst Parkala Prabhakar made a very serious allegation. He said that in one of India's most decisive electoral victories, lakhs of votes may have been cast after midnight. Not during polling hours, not when voters were standing in queues, but between 11:45 p.m. and 2 a.m. Sounds improbable? Well, that's exactly the question now being raised about the 2024 Andhra Pradesh Assembly elections. Let's first understand the backdrop. The 2024 Andhra Pradesh elections delivered a landslide victory to the NDA alliance led by Chandrababu Naidu. Out of 175 seats, the alliance swept 164 seats, virtually wiping out the opposition. It was projected as a massive mandate, a political comeback, a wave. But now, nearly 2 years later, that mandate is being questioned, not politically, but statistically. At a recent press conference in Delhi, economist Parkala Prabhakar flagged what he called unusual voting patterns. Here are the key claims. Around 4.16% of total votes were cast between 11:45 p.m. and 2 a.m. That translates to roughly 17 lakh votes after midnight alone. Even more striking, some votes were reportedly cast in as little as 6 seconds. Now think about that. An EVM typically takes time to reset. A voter has to walk in, verify identity, press the button, and exit. Can all of that happen in 6 seconds? That's the question being asked. But it doesn't end there. The voter turnout data itself shows a curious pattern. At 5 p.m., when polling officially closed, turnout was about 68%. By late evening, it rose marginally. But by midnight, it jumped sharply by DD, and the final turnout was reported at nearly 82%. That's a massive surge after polling hours. So the obvious question is, were these votes from people already in queue? Or is there something else that needs explaining? Transparency concerns. Legal experts and former officials are now raising deeper concerns. Senior advocate Prashant Bhushan questioned the lack of transparency. Former Chief Election Commissioner S.Y. Quraishi has even called for an audit of election records. Key demands include release of booth-level data, public access to Form 17C, clear explanation of time-stamped voting patterns. Because ultimately, elections are not just about outcomes, they are about trust. Let's be clear. These are allegations, not conclusions. No institutional finding has yet confirmed wrongdoing. But democracy doesn't run only on legality, it runs on credibility. And credibility depends on one simple principle: that every vote is cast fairly, transparently, and within the rules. So the real question is not who won Andhra Pradesh. The real question is, can the system convincingly prove that every one of those votes was legitimate? And if doubts remain, who takes responsibility for restoring that trust?